Well, I'm Alan Dale from Gale Force Friends. It's such a pleasure to be here with my good friends at the Atlantic Canadian Aerospace and Defence Association. I'm here at the Maritime Arctic Safety and Security Conference 2025. Great collaboration, and thanks to our friends at the Ship Stop Here initiative for bringing this whole conversation alive. Love meeting the people that are in the room. The conversations are great. And on that note, why don't you introduce yourself and tell us what you do?
Well, my name is Pablo Menendez. I work for the Spanish shipbuilder Navantia. We build warships and submarines. I'm the director for business development in the American continent, and I'm based here in Canada. Well, not exactly here, but in Ottawa, because we're pursuing the opportunity for the future submarine program, submarine program for Canada.
Pablo, talk to me about Navantia. Tell me a little bit about the company.
All right, so Navantia, we've been around for more than 300 years. Back in the day where there was no difference between shipbuilding and Navy, right? The famous Spanish Armada. We built warships, we built submarines. We've been doing so for Spain for 300 years, and in the last 30 years we have been quite successful in the international market, exporting frigates, destroyers to Norway, Australia, Saudi Arabia, and submarines to Chile, Malaysia, and India.
Wow. Your business development role spans the Americas. That's huge. Talk to me about is there similarities in the conversation, or is it all different?
Okay. Well, regarding my direction, my department, we break it down in two, right? So we have those countries that speak Spanish. So we have a team of people for those countries that speak Spanish, which is pretty much south of the United States.
Yeah.
And another team for those countries that speak English, which is Canada and United States.
Right. Are the conversations, the needs, the requirements similar across countries, or is it very different?
No, they're very different.
Are
right?
they?
So yes, they are. Of course, in North America you have a more strategic projection, so the Navy have more like oceanic navies, Atlantic or Pacific, right? While in South America it's more focused on coastal control. So you go about there, we see more OPVs, we see more maybe small size corvettes.
Okay.
While in North America we're talking about destroyers, we're talking about oceanic submarines, right?
Right.
And that's what we have, an oceanic submarine, 3,000 tons, that can cross the Atlantic and come back to Spain.
Right.
While in South America, we see the look for more smaller submarines, that more for coastal patrolling.
Talk to me about the Arctic. Talk to me about sort of Navantia's conversation internally around the Arctic. It's a big conversation in North America now. Tell me about it.
Yes, so well, we know what's going on with the Arctic, right? We can see that the people wants to buy more icebreakers. There's an opportunity to sell where there was not before, and there's going to be more commercial routes over there that you need to protect, right? So for us, the Arctic, and I like that question because everybody thinks about Spain like a nice world country, like a holiday destination, the Mediterranean. I'm from the part of Spain that is from the Atlantic, from the other side of this Atlantic, right? I've been swimming in these waters all my youth. We have built ships for a country like Norway, so we are used to the requirements, and they sail to Svalbard. We have been in Svalbard with those ships, which is pretty cool over there.
Right.
And at the same time, we have built submarines for Chile, and they go to the Antarctic. We have an icebreaker in Spain to go to the Antarctic because we have a base over there, right? So we know a lot about that.
Right. The conversation...
And the requirements that are needed for an asset like a submarine or a warship to be able to sail in those cold waters.
Talk to me about your vision on Canada's direction on submarines right now. Are you enjoying the direction Canada's going?
Yes, very much, of course. I mean, I understand the need to patrol and control the Arctic. At the same time, Canada has three oceans, right? We're talking about the Pacific, the Atlantic. Those oceans are wide, especially the Pacific. So you need a capability that can allow you to go far away, so you can have a deterrent capability, so you can do it away from your coastline.
Right.
Yeah. How the project is going, I think, is taking a good approach, studying the market, seeing the submarines that are available, our solution for sustainment as well. We have a NATO submarine that it was designed under NATO regulations. The supply chain, 100% NATO supply chain. So is our sustainment solution. Right? And I think Canada is also looking for partnership, right?
Right.
Partnership with allies countries, and looking also for more partners or friends apart from United States. And we're seeing an approach from your government to get closer to Europe. In order to have collaboration there, and also, how can I say, I don't want to say, not harmonization, maybe that's not correct, but a way also to be able to operate within NATO, because we can remember that, I don't know how many members has NATO right now, but most of them are in Europe, to operate in those scenarios and theater of operations.
I love that approach, that partnership approach, right? You buy the same platform across nations. It allows you to share so much more amongst each other when you have a common platform, and I'm assuming that will only benefit the shipbuilder as well. If you can build the same over and over again, and it's not too defined by country, must make it easier for you.
Yes, you're correct. That makes it easy for me, but it's not about me.
Right.
It's about what is best for the end user. What is best in this case for the Royal Canadian Navy. Right? It's the best for Royal Canadian Navy. What is best for the Spanish Navy? So we gotta find the sweetest spot where we have a platform. Of course, being both NATO countries, they have a lot of commonalities already because they're going to operate in a NATO environment. So regarding communication, regarding engaging with allies, who could be United States, for example, it's easier. Then again, you have to think about all the things that the Canadian Navy is used to have. The submariners are trained. They have already maintenance solution and a supply chain available in the country that it could be useful for them. Right? So to have a flexibility without a platform that is proven, and also with a risk assessment, to introduce things that are used to the Navy, that are easy to find here, a supply chain that is existing in North America, I think is better than just say, hey, stick to my solution, it's the best for you, trust me.
I would imagine the sales cycle on a submarine is a long one. You need to be in a long conversation. You need to have built partnerships and relationships year over year over year, right?
So I like that question. A sales cycle of a submarine is very similar to a life cycle of a submarine. Since you start the definition of the project, when you start a new submarine, a new project, this is a bespoke product. It's a unique solution. It's not like
buying something off the shelf.
Yes, correct. So you usually in parallel you design as well, you and your supply chain, your partners, you design as well new solutions for it. So it's not only the submarine which is being designed, it's also some system solution. And you gotta build that partnership with your supply chain, and it takes a long time. Now when you have it, you gotta sustain it, train the submariners, I deliver. So in reality, you are having three projects all together, which is the submarine itself, the sustainment solution, and the training solution, right? So sales, when you're talking about sales, right? That's a good approach. Of course, you got to build that partnership and build that trust with your customer, but also with the industry that is going to have to sustain that submarine and work in the submarine. For me, the best way to do it is engaging with them in the early stages. Try to get as much of that industry that is already in place in the country to do work for your product, your submarine that you are building for that Navy. So when the submarine is in the country, it's got to be sustained. They already know how to do it because they have learned during the building process.
Right. Incredible approach, incredible company. Wish you much success in Canada. Thanks for being in the conversation.
Thank you so much.